What it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid back with another solid reaction, man. And today, man, we got a banger coming for y'all, man. We got 10 times Stephen Curry shocked the world. Now, I've been trying to break into checking out more of the newer era kids, man. I've been really trying to, like, just, you know, get the growing of the channel. I want people to enjoy the beginning and the end. I want to see now. I wanted to see later. I want to see before. I want to see all of it. I want people to really enjoy the game. So that's my point of doing stuff like this. And Stephen Curry is one of the most iconic players in today's game, probably one of the most iconic players ever with his three-point shot. It is crazy, it's ridiculous, it's something that we can never ever duplicate. So we're gonna check this video out, man. I hope y'all guys are ready for this one, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn your notifications on so you never miss another solid reaction. But let's go ahead and get into this one and see what's going on.
Before becoming the best shooter in NBA history, Stephen Curry was just a skinny kid from Charlotte who struggled to get a college scholarship. Nobody ever believed he could make it to the NBA.
Hold on, let me
working until he proved the world wrong. Here are 10 times Stephen Curry shocked the world. Number 10. 54 in the Garden.
There we go.
During the 2013 NBA season,
better baby.
Just Del Curry's son. Stephen was a fun little guard from a team that always had fun little guards, and nobody could predict his future success. But on February 28th of 2013, Curry gave the world a glimpse at the future of basketball. The Warriors came to Madison Square Garden to play against a very good Knicks team. Steph was playing his best NBA season up to date, but it wasn't particularly breathtaking. He scored over 30 points in just 6 games prior to the game against the Knicks, and he only had one 40-point game in his career, which happened in his rookie season. And after he scored just 4 points in the first quarter, the New York crowd figured that nothing special was going to happen. But then Curry went on a tear. 30-footers after spinning away from double teams, pull-up threes in transition from the logo, and high-arcing floaters in the lane. Steph was making everything. He made 11 threes in that game out of only 13 attempts. And
yo, that's madness, bro. To make 11 out of your 13 shots, bro, is basically saying you what is that? We gonna say that's like 84, 85, no, 86% from the field from the three-point line. That's ridiculous.
Shots overall. It was one of the best performances the Garden had ever seen. And
good lay.
Seen some legendary performances. With his 54-point eruption, Steph's transformation into a superstar had begun, and it was just the first teaser trailer to his legendary shooting dominance over the NBA. Number 9. Humiliating Chris Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Humiliating somebody on national TV is one thing.
Bro, when I seen Chris Paul,
All-Star and a future Hall of Famer is next level. And it's an even bigger deal when the All-Star plays the same position as you and is considered your biggest rival. Before March 31st, 2015,
knockdown, baby,
almost unanimously considered the best point guard in the NBA. Then Steph Curry came and dethroned CP3 to become the new king of NBA point guards. But this point guard rivalry didn't start there. In 2014, the Clippers defeated the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs. And every time these two teams met, there was bad blood, a lot of arguing, and hard fouls. That year, Steph made All-NBA second team, and Chris Paul was on the first team. Then in 2015, the tables turned. The Warriors had the best record in the NBA, and Curry was the frontrunner for MVP. In early March, playing against the Clippers, Steph made one of the most famous threes of his career. But the best part was it happened against Chris Paul, dribbling the ball in traffic through multiple defenders, then stepping outside for a three. Curry hit an impossible three over CP3.
Bang! Oh my God!
Grabbing his head in disbelief. At that moment, we knew that Curry was the best shooter in basketball and the hottest thing in the NBA. But Curry wouldn't stop there, and 3 weeks later, Steph would one-up himself against CP3 again. Steph dribbled the ball on the baseline, guarded by Chris Paul. He then dribbled behind the back, faked a drive to the rim, only to bring it behind the back once more, and dropped Chris Paul to the floor, while Curry made the baseline jumper. Nobody ever crossed over Chris Paul like that, and the picture of him lying on the floor with Curry splashing a jumper became symbolic.
Hey, I don't care what nobody say. This is one of the most crucial crossovers I've ever seen in NBA history. Like, do you know how bad it's gotta be for you to like and reach back? That boy reached all the way back. So that's crazy. And I don't care what nobody say. To me, that is like a top 3 crossover of all time. Name 3 better ones, bro. Name 3 better ones. That's what I'm gonna say. Name 3 better ones.
Representing what was to come in the future.
That's
Number
crazy.
8, a Wildcat. Before 2008, Stephen Curry was far from a household name. Sure, if you followed college basketball religiously, you knew that in 2007, Steph broke the freshman record for three-pointers.
Yeah.
He was the second leading scorer among all freshmen, behind only Kevin Durant. But because he played for Davidson, a less popular school, and lost in the first game of March Madness, Curry didn't get any time to shine. However, in the 2008 season, Steph more than made up for it. He averaged 25.5 points and led the conference in scoring, securing Davidson another bid to the NCAA tournament. Still, nothing changed. Everybody figured the Wildcats would be run over by the 7th seed Gonzaga, but Curry had other plans. He went off for 30 points in the second half and 40 points overall, going 8 for 10 from 3. And Davidson won their first March Madness game since 1969.
God dang.
It was supposed to be just another good story of an underdog that defeats the favorite for one game, which happens every year, until Steph did it again. After scoring just 5 points in the first half against 8th-seeded Georgetown, Curry exploded for 25 points in the second half, erasing a 17-point deficit and sending the Wildcats to another victory. In the Sweet 16, Steph put up 33 points and demolished Wisconsin. And then their Cinderella story was finally over against Kansas in the Elite Eight. The Wildcats may have lost that day, but it was a win for Curry because everybody learned that Del Curry's kid was a bad boy who might be even a better shooter than his pops. During his
Del was crazy, bro.
2008 March Madness, Curry averaged 32 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.2 steals while shooting 44% from 3.
That's
he also broke
decent.
the record for most three-pointers in an NCAA season, which still stands today. Number 7, MVP and NBA champion.
All in 1 year.
2015, Steph led the Warriors to a 67-win season and won his first MVP title. But even so, nobody believed they would make the finals, let alone win the title. Charles
That's
Barkley's
tough.
mantra that jump shots are like pretty girls and that jump shooting can't win a championship was repeated by everybody. The Warriors weren't viewed as a serious team, despite having the best season in franchise history. However, Steph's shooting and pace were miles ahead of everybody in the NBA. And in the 2015 playoffs, he averaged
dog
28.3
walked everybody.
points per
Knockdown.
game in 21 games,
Knockdown.
making nearly 5 threes per game.
Knockdown,
Before the
boy.
season, the Warriors had the 8th best odds to win the title, and them winning it was one of the biggest NBA surprises of the century. We were shocked too, but also kind of disappointed. Why? Because in 2015, Steph Curry didn't get a single vote for Finals MVP, and that's a damn shame. Yes, Andre Iguodala changed the series and was instrumental in slowing down King James, and it's not undeserving that he won Finals MVP. LeBron was playing like a Space Jam character, completely dominating the Warriors, and he became the first player to get a vote on a losing team since Jerry West in 1969. Iggy and Bron somewhat overshadowed a spectacular series for Steph, who led Golden State in scoring
Oh, yeah,
with
put
26
down.
points per game
Bow,
with
bow.
excellent efficiency. He averaged 10 more points per game than Iggy, along with leading the Warriors in assists with 6.3 dimes per game and 1.8 steals. Steph was the focal point of Golden State's offensive philosophy, their best and most important player, and he could have easily been the Finals MVP. Number 6, torching Oklahoma City. Most iconic NBA shots happen in the playoffs.
Bang,
We all
that
remember
shot right there
MJ's
hurt.
Final shot over Byron Russell. Kawhi's 4-point series winner against the Sixers.
Yeah.
Or Kyrie's dagger 3 in the 2016 finals against the Warriors. However, there are games and shots in the regular season that define a player and stand out more than the rest. For Steph Curry, that game happened in 2016 against OKC. In an absolute thriller of a basketball
Just
game,
knocking
Steph
it,
brought
bro.
the Warriors back to life after trailing by 9 with 2 minutes to go. After 48 minutes, the game was tied at 103, with Iguodala forcing overtime in the final seconds. And if the game was mad, the OT was even crazier, with 33 overall points scored in 5 minutes. It seemed like the Thunder were going to get away with a victory after leading by 3 points with 30 seconds to go. Westbrook had 25, KD scored 37, but Steph was from
That's
another
tough.
planet, and he outplayed them all, finishing with 46 points. With the game tied and 3 seconds remaining, Curry attempted a Hail Mary from nearly 40 feet away. And what
Bang.
was fascinating about this was that nobody in the NBA would even attempt such a shot. Most people would dribble a few steps forward and then shoot, but not Curry with his
Curry said, "I'm
unlimited
pulling here.
range."
Yaga.
Of course, Steph splashed that insane 35-foot shot, and that was also his 12th three of the game, which tied the NBA game record for three-pointers made in a single game. Number 5, unanimous MVP. Sometimes MVP races are extremely close, like the 2022 race between Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. Other times, one player hits it out of the park so hard that the rest of the field can just stand and watch in awe. Shaq was just one vote shy of being the unanimous MVP in 2000. Garnett was 3 first-place votes away from winning it unanimously in 2004, and only one voter believed LeBron wasn't the MVP in 2013. But then, in 2016, it finally happened, and the NBA got its first unanimous most valuable player. Steph Curry ran circles around everybody else, winning his second MVP and doing it in a way nobody else had ever done before. Before 2016, Steph led the league in three-pointers made in 3 consecutive seasons. In 2013, he broke Ray Allen's single-season record with 272 made three-pointers. And in 2015, Steph improved the record to 286. And then in 2016, he shattered the record completely with 402 made three-pointers, making over 5 threes per game on 45% accuracy. He also shot over 50% from the field and over 90% from the free throw line, becoming just the 8th player in NBA history with a 50-40-90 shooting season. Because Steph also led the league in scoring 30 points per game, the 2016 season is widely considered the best shooting season in the history of the NBA. Curry completely altered the perception of what was possible and how dangerous the three-point shot can be. He deservedly won every vote for MVP and changed basketball forever. Number 4, single-game three-point record.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was right after Clay did his.
Curry's hot streak surprisingly ended. Early on in the 2017 season, Steph went ice cold against the Lakers, shooting 0 for 10 for 3, which ended his NBA record streak of 157 consecutive games with a made three-pointer. But to say that he bounced back the next game would be an understatement. Just 3 days later, after going 0 for 10, Steph erupted for 46 points, including 13 out of 17 from beyond the arc. The last 3 he made broke a 15-year-old record of 12 three-pointers made, which was set by Kobe Bryant in 2002. Tied by Donyell Marshall and Steph himself. Curry was happy, but he was realistic about the record, saying it would probably get broken soon. His splash brother Klay Thompson made 14 threes against the Bulls.
Like, what was it, like 2 games after?
To break his record. When we watched that, all we could say was, look at Curry, man. So inspirational. Number 3, career high in a scoring title. After 5 consecutive runs to the NBA Finals, Steph Curry and the Warriors crumbled. Curry was limited to just 5 games in the 2020 season. KD was in Brooklyn, and Klay was out for the season. The Warriors plummeted and ended up with the worst record in the NBA. But in 2021, Curry came back healthy. And if you know anything about Steph...
he came back a dog. Let's be honest. When Steph came back, he came back a dog. Look, there's not many players that I can say is on a caliber where I'm like, they're goated. Steph is one of them players. He came back a dog. He didn't come back like LeBron and just go ask for help. He came back a dog and did it himself. Like, he's like, nah, I'm gonna do it myself, bro. I got this. I'm just let me do mine. Yeah, we gonna do this. And when Klay get back, y'all gonna feel the wrath. And when Draymond get back, y'all gonna really feel the wrath. He needed that losing season so he can be what he is now. Steph will never be the same. Steph will always be a caliber player because of that game, because of that season. Real talk.
He would come back with a vengeance. Steph returned to the court visibly bulkier, and added muscle allowed him to absorb contact better than ever before. The best game of the 2021 season was on January 3rd against Portland, where Curry went wild for a career-high 62 points in just 36 minutes of playing time. He became only the 3rd NBA player to score over 30 points in both halves of the game. At the age of 33, Steph averaged 32 points per game and led the NBA in scoring, thus becoming the 2nd oldest player to lead the NBA in scoring after MJ did it in 1998 at the age of 35. Just when everyone wrote off the Warriors and started doubting him, Curry shocked the world again. Number 2, breaking the three-point record. In 2010, Ray Allen broke Reggie Miller's three-point record. When Ray retired in 2014, his 2,973 career threes seemed like a record that would stand for decades. Until just 3 years later, after Steph Curry burned the NBA with 402 threes in a season, it was no longer a question if Curry would break Ray Allen's record. It was only a question of when he would do it. And it finally happened on December 14th, 2021, in Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. In the first quarter, Curry nailed a step-back three, which made history as three number 2,974. On Christmas, Steph became the first player ever with 3,000 career three-pointers, and he's likely going to get over 4,000 in the upcoming years. We live in a three-point world now, and maybe there's a player somewhere that's going to break that record sometime in the future. But we'll tell you one thing, if that player exists somewhere, he's not yet playing in the NBA, because no active player is on a trajectory to break Curry's record. Number 1, 43, and the Finals MVP.
Yes, he deserved it so freaking much.
2022 Finals with the #1 defense of the regular season and the best defense in the playoffs. They limited Kevin Durant, who is arguably the best scorer in the world, to just 38% shooting from the field and 33% for three, sweeping KD and the Nets out of the playoffs. And then came Steph Curry, quote-unquote the skinny, unathletic small guy, and the Celtics had no answer for him. Curry cooked them any way he wanted to, either shooting from deep or penetrating to the rim.
And then that little floater of his is freaking crazy.
The crown jewel of his career, where he scored 43 points and won the game basically by himself. If the Celtics won that game, they would also win the championship. But Curry shocked the world yet again, stole Game 4, and then closed out the series like a true G, pouring champagne for his 4th NBA title. Curry averaged 31 points in the finals on 63% true shooting, winning his first Finals MVP. He finally shut up all the remaining doubters, and nobody can say anything to him now.
All right, man, that is the end of this video, man. I'm being honest with y'all. I think Stephen Curry is a pinnacle player. Like, I'm not even like saying he's not like, I don't like the concept of saying Stephen Curry is not great. Like, I actually put him above LeBron. Like, that's just me being honest. That's just me being honest, because of the simple fact is the way Steph came back, it made me just look at him as a different person. And when I first started watching Steph, I was like, yo, Steph is, you know, he's decent. He's going to score. He's good. You know, like I really thought he was just a good shooting player. But once he took that downfall when Clay went out and Draymond was out and it was just him for that season, I think he really evolved himself and adapted to himself to be a better player. I think he really became something more. And that's what I like to see, is the evolution of the player. With Mike, it was an evolution of the player. With Kobe, it was the evolution of the player. It was always about getting better. It was never a stagnant situation. And that's something that I kind of can say I kind of hold against LeBron James, is he's a stagnant player. He's always going to do the exact same thing. He has never changed a single thing about his game. He's never tried to get better. He's only tried to maintain his greatness, and which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it is, but the blossoming of a great character turning even greater is just freaking 10 times better. You know, we already know Steph is a great player, but then watching him blossom again and just run off again, it's like, wow, how did that happen? We know Mike is a great player, but we know once he came back, we watching him blossom again and seeing it again, you're like, yo, how is he doing this? Kobe, same thing. It was the same way. D Wade, like the explosion of becoming a better player was always great, man. But man, I'm not gonna talk and hold y'all too much longer, man. Thank y'all guys for checking out this video, man. If y'all did enjoy this solid reaction, man, do your boy a favor, man. Hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another solid reaction, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.